So you telling me that the same man who cried wolf going around social media and TV stations claiming that the Democrats were using the Department of Justice as a weapon against him when he was being held accountable for sexual acts that he did in New York, is the same person using the same Department of Justice as a weapon against those that he doesn't like? Hey folks, John here. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to This World, My Take, where the headlines meets real talk. How you guys doing, folks? I hope your week is off to a good start. And before we do get into what I have to say, I will appreciate it if you can support the channel out. Think about hitting that subscribe button, smashing the like, and turning on your notification so that whenever I do drop something, you will be notified first. Thank you in advance and God bless you. So folks, let's get into why we are here today. And we all know that Jeffrey Epstein case and the cover-up from Donald J. Trump and his administration and the officials working under Donald J. Trump, they have been trying to distract the American people and the world at large because this man is not in America. He is getting questioned by reporters about the whole Epstein case and the whole cover-up and why he is not willing to release those files so that the world can see those political elites from around the world who were actually playing with Jeffrey Epstein's on his private island, and raping underage women. Now, this has been on the social media and media houses about this cover-up, and it seems as if Donald J. Trump is starting to get a taste of his own medicine. Remember that this whole thing was as a distraction to the Texas flood, which was actually exposing the incompetence of Donald J. Trump's administration. And once this hit the waves, it went berserk because not too far ago, this man's AG Pam Bundy came out to tell the world that, we have the list, it's on my desk, I'm going to go over it as per the president's order. And then fast forward, she comes out and lets us know that, the same Department of Justice, we've reviewed this and there's nothing here and you people should move on. But this guy's miscalculated this whole distraction move, this whole conspiracy move that they were trying to use on the American people because it has become something else. And it seems as if this is finally that last thing that woke up a whole lot of people in the MAGA base. Some of these people who supported Donald Trump because they want him to get into the White House and then release and expose these so-called political elites, which to them or by their own thinking, it was the Democrats. But we all know that the Wall Street Journal made us understand that the Department of Justice official actually met with Donald J. Trump and told them about his name being all over it, which explains, ladies and gentlemen, why he doesn't want to release those files so that we can see and be the judge for ourselves. Now, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this man has been throwing all types of things to the wall. He's trying to distract the American people. Some of his base people, they are standing up for integrity. And we have seen like far right, trolls cry. People like Alex Jones crying and asking why they don't want to let the American people know this list. We have seen Dan Bongino, Deputy Director of the FBI, clash with AG Pam Bundy for their handling of this whole cover-up situation. And Donald J. Trump he kept going. He's posted AI-generated videos of former President Barack Obama being arrested by FBI. He's posted pictures of, AI-generated pictures of, mug shots of some of Democrats that he thinks are supposed to be jailed. We have heard him spin a whole lot of crazy, just like this bizarre things about why he doesn't want to, release the Epstein file. And one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, is is using the same Department of Justice, which he said was being weaponized against him when he was being held for the sexual things he did in New York. He is using that same Department of Justice, which right now they are just kissing up to his ass to go after people whom he doesn't like. And in the recent publication, in the recent situation of Beyonce, Oprah Winfrey, and Kamala Harris, you all remember when, Joe Biden nominated Kamala Harris, and the Democrats had a function that they invited Beyonce, and there was a whole lot of black star power in it. So this man is mad at it, but knowing who Donald J. Trump is, he is playing and fixing and just imagining the facts. This man has outright come out to castigate and just call out, this whole situation because of those who supported Kamala Harris. And we all know, once again, like I said earlier, this is just a distraction move to the American people so that we can forget about the whole Epstein cover-up situation. But we are not going to do that. In a recent post yesterday, this man said, I am looking at the large amount of money owed by the Democrats after the presidential election and the fact that they have me to paying probably illegally $11 million to singer Beyonce for an endorsement. Let me just say this, ladies and gentlemen, this is false. Beyonce's company was paid $165,000, not $11 million like this man is saying. But we all know that he is a master distractor. He is the distractor in chief who thinks that fabricating all of these conspiracies is going to throw people off this Jeffrey Epstein situation. In the past, he has been successful. Let's be honest. But it seems as if this Jeffrey Epstein situation means a whole lot for people in his base who supported this man only because they were waiting for this man to release that whole list so that we can see who was on it. Let me continue this post. He said, she never sang not one note and left the stage to a booing and angry audience. That is a lie. $3 million for expenses to Oprah, $600,000 to very low-rated TV anchor Al Sharpton, a total lightweight, and others to be named for doing absolutely nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to watch this video.
Beyonce, Oprah, and Kamala Harris, all of them were mentioned by the president in a social media post filled with accusations, and all are now targets of online threats fueled by Trump and his supporters. CNN's Brian Stelter breaks it down for us.
An incredible weekend. She closed out her Cowboy Carter tour with a sold-out performance in Las Vegas, gaining lots of positive headlines and, of course, many viral videos from the show. But then there was also this headline about Beyonce, not exactly a positive one, in some ways an absurd one. This is a fact check from CNN's Daniel Dale of a totally made-up claim from President Trump about Beyonce. Quote, Trump calls to prosecute Beyonce based on a non-existent $11 million payment. And non-existent is the key word here. The president seemingly telling everyone how he wants his Justice Department to behave, pointing to prominent celebrities, all liberals, and saying they should be prosecuted. The only thing Trump is missing is any actual crime.
Well, folks, that is the video this man is ranting about. That is the situation this man is ranting about. And to think that a 79-year-old grandpa will try to distract the people who are holding him accountable and want him to be transparent about his friendship, his relationship with disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, he is trying to do everything to take us off that track. Let's continue reading. He said, nothing these ridiculous fees were incorrectly stated in the books and records. You are not allowed to pay for an endorsement, says the guy who receives endorsements left and right for his crooked dealings and his corrupt nature. It is totally illegal to do so. Can you imagine what would have happened if politicians started paying for people to endorse them? All hell would break out. Kamala and all of those that received endorsement money broke the law. They should all be prosecuted. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, we all know exactly what is happening. This is this man's attempt once again to throw the people off this whole Jeffrey Epstein case. But the American people are no longer fools, Mr. Trump. We are not idiots. We want the Epstein files released. If you have nothing to hide, stop trying to throw the American people off this case. Just release the damn file so that we can see and let us judge for ourselves. You have proven to us that you are not mentally competent to let us know these things. Folks, this world is complicated. We are going to keep talking about it, and do not forget to let me know exactly what your take is on this issue. Stay blessed, folks, and have a great week.